aliens. Will Smith couldn't even perform at a certain, theme park in Florida.
Really? Why is that?
Well, let's just say his early rap lyrics, they weren't exactly rated G.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. So today we're going deep, really deep into Will Smith's career, from Grammy-winning rapper to, one of the biggest movie stars ever. You might think you know him, the Fresh Prince, all that.
Right.
But trust me, we're going way beyond that into some seriously interesting stuff.
Yeah, most people, they think of the movies, right?
Yeah.
But to really get him, his impact, you got to start with the music, then the TV, then the movies. It's a wild story. Ambition, talent, and being black in an industry that's always changing.
Exactly. So rewind to 1989, Will Smith, the Fresh Prince back then, with DJ Jazzy Jeff, they win the very first Grammy for Best Rap Performance. Yeah, Parents Just Don't Understand. Huge hit. Really put him on the map, hip-hop history and all that.
And back then, hip-hop, this was just getting big. Mainstream attention, but lots of criticism, too. Censorship, even. Like, remember that theme park thing?
Oh, totally. But even with all that, Parents Just Don't Understand blew up the charts. You know, what's interesting to me is how that song, it's catchy, it's funny, but it set the stage for, everything Will Smith would become. Family, generations, that comedic but kind of insightful take he does. It's like he was laying the groundwork for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air without even knowing it.
Wow, that's a great point. Because, boom, just a year later, Fresh Prince premieres. And suddenly, Will Smith, rapper, is now, a whole different kind of icon. Early 90s, big cultural shifts happening. And here comes this sitcom, young black cast, tackling race, class, all of it, with this amazing mix of humor and heart.
It's crazy how many people still remember that show so clearly. We're talking decades, and everyone my age, even younger, can probably, recite the theme song.
Groundbreaking, really. It wasn't just, oh, look, a black family on TV. It went beyond stereotypes. These characters, they were funny, flawed, and relatable, dealing with real problems.
Right. It wasn't all hijinks. Remember that episode where Will and Carlton get pulled over just for driving a nice car in a wealthy neighborhood? Man, that still hits hard today.
Absolutely. Fresh Prince dared to go there. It made people think about racial profiling, prejudice, but within this sitcom that millions loved.
That's the power of entertainment, to shine a light on tough issues.
And Will Smith, the actor, he just blossomed in that role.
Yeah.
So much charisma, vulnerability, too. He wasn't afraid of those heavier scenes, the drama. Who could forget that scene when he breaks down crying? His dad stood him up again. Man, chills.
Those moments, that's what made that show more than a typical sitcom. You saw a different side of him, a depth he'd bring to all those movie roles later.
Yeah.
It's true, that's what made it so special. Real life, right? You laugh, you cry. Fresh Prince got that.
Totally. And speaking of, transitions, let's talk Will Smith taking over Hollywood. It's 1996. He's fighting aliens in Independence Day. Huge hit. Huge E.
Yeah. Then boom, next year, he's in black suits, Men in Black, biggest box office star, overnight. Did anyone see that coming? This kid from West Philly.
It's talent, but smarts too, He picked roles that let him be funny, but also he could be the action hero. And don't forget, back then, a black actor leading those huge movies, so rare.
He was breaking barriers left and right, but always with that charm, He wasn't just acting, he was becoming this global icon. Independence Day, did you know it broke records? Biggest opening weekend ever back then.
It's true, and he changed things, I think. Showed Hollywood what audiences really want. Diversity, sure. But his kind of humor, his heart, it came through.
And it wasn't just those big action roles either. He did dramas, 6 Degrees of Separation, and biopics. Ali, remember that? He transformed himself to play Muhammad Ali. Talk about commitment.
Exactly. He wasn't going to be put in a box. Comedies, sure, but he was pushing, always pushing what a black actor could do in Hollywood.
And with all the movie stuff, easy to forget, he was still killing it with the music, too. Same time, he releases Gettin' Jiggy With It, Men in Black, both #1 hits. It's like he conquered music, said, all right, now Hollywood's next.
He connects with people no matter what he's doing. The music, it's catchy, sure, but the themes, they're the same. Working hard, never giving up, having fun, just like in the movies.
Okay, I love a good behind-the-scenes story. So
Great.
Was Hollywood always the plan? Or was there a moment he just knew, this acting thing, I can do this?
You might be surprised to hear he wasn't so sure about leaving TV at first. It was his mom, actually, who pitched him. Said he could reach even more people with movies. Good thing he listened to his mom, right?
Right. Mom knows best. Speaking of things you might not know, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that wasn't the original title.
Oh, really? What was it going to be?
The Fresh Prince Project. Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah, not quite the same ring to it.
Not even close. So let's talk about Fresh Prince. The legacy. It wasn't just a hit, it was huge. Culturally, I mean, it still means something today.
Yeah, and it's more than just catchphrases and that theme song, although, come on, those are classics. But it really changed how black families were shown on TV.
100%. The Fresh Prince, it showed everyone a black family that was relatable, but aspirational too. They weren't just defined by their race. They were complex, funny, even a little messy sometimes, like a real family. Exactly. And you can see how The Fresh Prince led to so many other shows with black leads. Living Single, Martin, even Family Matters, which, okay, it started differently, but Steve Urkel. Huge star, and that show found its groove. The Fresh Prince, it opened the door for all that.
It did. It created the space for those shows to happen.
It's like he changed TV without even meaning to. And then he turns around and does the same thing for Hollywood. What a legacy.
And it goes beyond the acting, even the music. He's a businessman, does a lot for others, a role model for so many young people.
That's what's so interesting, all the fame, but he seems so down to earth, talks about his family, his struggles, and he means it. People connect with that.
Totally. And it goes back to what we've been saying. He's always himself. Even when it means going against the grain, challenging what people expect, that's what makes him so watchable. He's real.
So true. We started with this kid from Philly rapping his way through life. Now look, global superstar. Change what it means to be a black man in Hollywood.
He proves that talent and hard work, plus a little of that Fresh Prince charm, can take you really far. But really, it's how he uses his voice for diversity, to lift people up. That's his real impact, and that's worth remembering.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And on that note, here's something to think about. What are we watching, listening to right now that might seem fun and light, but is actually changing things, maybe in ways we don't even see yet? Keep those questions in mind, and we'll see you on the next